7 Keys to Teach the Law of Attraction to Children. Welcome to this post. This time we are going to talk about the law of attraction for children. This topic is really very nice and very interesting because children are very good at applying the law of attraction, so let's get started. 1. Gratefulness as a first step. Before introducing children to the law of attraction and explaining what it is recommended that the first thing we should do is that children increase their self-esteem, have security, confidence, be happy, and that in certain matters, they ask themselves questions. In other words, let them be awake children, and as part of that we have gratitude, which is the first step, that children know how to be grateful for the small and great things in life, everyday things such as saying hello, being kind, or saying I thank you for being with me, that they are grateful even for very simple things. Support them so that have confidence and security in being grateful, be their example so they look the act of gratefulness as a true and sincere lifestyle. 2. Unleash their creativity. Although limits must also be set for them, we must encourage their creativity. Playing with them will help them in the process of imagining and visualizing, making their visualization more efficient for the law of attraction. Then first we must plant simple and everyday tools rather than focus on teaching the technique. We have to sow the necessary elements in them in a natural and fun way so that they can become experts in the law of attraction. By following these recommendations, our children will have a foundation and confidence to flow in the learning and development process. 3. Use spiritual beliefs to strengthen the law of attraction. If you have any spiritual belief, you can use it to your advantage with your children to apply the law of attraction, to ask the divinity or the universe or whatever you want to call it. We can support it by visualizing it in an image, for example, an angel that you ask and it grants you. But remember that we require to have the objective very clear, to be aware of our thoughts and of what we really want. 4. Set clear goals and start visualizing. Working on these bases will allow children the ability to identify very clearly what they want, because, many times, both children and adults want a lot of money first to be able to buy material things, such as toys, video games or cars, etc., and that is logical and not bad, but having defined objectives and goals will make them learn to define their needs and not try to fill emotional voids from the material. 5. Teach them to ask. Teaching the law of attraction to children is a fascinating subject. As we have seen up to this point, the creative process is fundamental, and within it is crucial to know how to ask, but, unfortunately, we have never been taught to ask, much less to receive. A simple practice that you can implement with children is to play the genie with the lamp. But how to do it correctly? It is possible that if you made your requests to the genius and you only have 10 seconds to do it, you could have done it in the following way: I want to be happy, I want poverty in the world to end, I want to be prosperous, I want to feel good, I want a lot of love, I wish success, and similar requests. And that is in the best of cases, because in practice we observe that some respond with this other type of requests: I no longer want to be poor, or I no longer want to be sick, I want my partner to change in order to be happy, and more. If we observe, these are very general requests and they are not defined. Remember, as we saw at the beginning, you have to set clear objectives. 5.1 Identifying the elements to order correctly. For the universe, God, or divinity to give you what you want, your request must have these elements. Be specific. Positive. Quantifiable. Be in the present tense. Include an emotion. Go green with others. Gratitude to the universe. Awakened Millionaire Academy, Joe Vitale. 5.2 Example of how to order correctly. For example, if your desire is to manifest a new car, you will have to make your request in great detail, and a suggestion would be as follows: I am very excited because my yellow Chevrolet Camaro is great. I love its color, its chrome finishes, its seats with a new aroma that fills me with enthusiasm when driving it, its soft steering wheel, and the engine sounds imposing, and it arrived under grace and in a perfect way, always for the good of all those involved. Thank you universe for this or something better. If you look at it, it is in the present tense because it describes that you are already experiencing it. It is specific and quantifiable because you give the details such as the brand, the color, finishes, and seats. It carries an emotion of gratitude and is ecological with others. You must always determine so for the good of everyone involved. Thank you, universe, for this, or something better. Now, the universe already knows what to give you and it will begin to organize synchronicity so that you can receive it. 6. Prepare them to receive. Once you teach your children how to ask correctly, you should tell them to be receptive to the signals that will come to them to know the step they have to follow to receive the physical equivalent. Maybe they have to do some work, study, or effort, the principle of giving and receiving. At this point, intuition plays an important role. 7. Lead by example. Indeed, if you are going to introduce your children to the principles of the law of attraction, you will have to study, practice, and become an active example in your daily habits so that they have the certainty of the path by which you guide them. That your results are consistent with increasing your ability in the law of attraction, and based on your experience you can give them the knowledge in a language that they can understand, that they can enjoy and develop. Conclusions. What results can I expect? Your children will have the basic tools of the law of attraction to manifest their goals and objectives more and more easily. This process will make them walk safer in life. Happiness will be a constant when they feel capable of achieving or obtaining what they propose. They will be grateful, etc. Just remember that you must be the role model. Inculcating these habits in them will be beneficial for them, and it is really very simple. It is not complicated at all, especially if you have gone through the process. Remember that children are very good at attracting things, believing and more than believing in the law of attraction. They are very good at making it work because they have surprising imaginations. And most importantly, make the process a fun adventure. Final recommendations when teaching the law of attraction to children. In the same way that we promote everything that can help children expand their capacities, it is advisable to avoid what may affect their ability to visualize or focus. We suggest limiting the use of electronic systems such as computers or cell phones because, although we are not against it since it can be part of the development of their skills in the technological area, we should not let them abuse in spending a lot of time and resorting to everything moment to these elements, because it is scientifically proven that children lose the creative part as they interact with these devices. It happens then that they no longer want to think or make an effort, but they already want everything direct. If they are going to use electronic devices, it is only for essentials and for a short time. P.S. If you want to learn the principles of the law of attraction, I recommend looking at the official certification program with Dr. Joe Vitale from the movie The Secret, smiley face.